YouTube, how's it going? The GOAT House is back with some more 2019 NFL Draft predictions. This one's for the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll go game by game in depth, predicting their record. But at this point in the video, I always break down my thoughts on the team. The Bengals, it's kind of spot on with my predictions for them last year. I thought they would start off very good and then kind of blow it towards the end, kind of typical Bengals thing. But I know what they're capable of. They looked really, really good in the beginning of the year. Like, offense was moving, the defense is where their weakness was before Andy Dalton got hurt, obviously. Then the offense struggled a little bit. But the defense was young. Looking at the last two drafts now, if you combined every team's 2018 and 2019 draft, I might like the Bengals the best. So this team is heading in the right direction. So it's a team of the future. It's got to, figure out quarterback. I do like Dalton if he's healthy, but is he the quarterback of the future? We'll find about that. Maybe Finley is. We'll see. But I do like this team, but, staying healthy, staying consistent, and then the young guys could struggle at times. It's expected. There's some really good young players I like, mainly looking at their defense. But even though I really like them and they're going to be really good, they could be all pros of the future. They could struggle at times, so they need to keep building that up there. I do love their receiver unit and now their running back unit as well. So I guess it's on Dalton and it's on the young guys stepping up there. But I do like this team. I just think, it's just not their time yet, unfortunately. But we're going to see that could always change. I kind of surprised myself because this is the first time I'm going game by game here. Right before we get started, 20K is our subscriber goal. I think you should subscribe to our channel because we got daily sports content. We specialize in the NFL, but there's at least one video coming up every day. We also have live streams. And even though we cover the NFL mainly, we got the NBA draft coverage coming up. We're going to be live during the lottery as well here this upcoming week. So should be a lot of fun. Click that like button. Much appreciated as well. And then our Twitter, we got polls and answer any questions on there. Link in the description. On to the Bengals. Week 1 at Seattle. I always talk about week 1. There's some, random outcomes, hard to predict. But I'm going to take Seattle at home here. I think home field advantage is the difference here. And then week 2 is pretty much the same, similar situation, really. I like the Bengals at home. They start off pretty good. I think they'll rack up some points in this one. I like the matchup for the Bengals. Week 3, Buffalo. I did the Bills video and kind of went with a gut feeling here. I actually took the Bengals. In Buffalo could be tough. Just the Bengals, they start off good. And we'll see. I know coaching changes. Maybe they'll be a totally different team. But I picked them. I definitely like the Steelers on Monday night in Pittsburgh. Definitely my pick there. The Cardinals-Bengals will be a really good game. It's going to be a shootout. This is definitely going to be a shootout because two offenses that, especially at this point of the season, the Cardinals with Kingsbury's offense, Kyler Murray, that's going to be hard to game plan for. But the Bengals do have a lot of young defensive players that are probably better off against this offense than, the veterans and such. So I do like the Bengals in this game, especially at home. In Baltimore, I will take the Ravens. The Jaguars at the Bengals. The Jags can definitely step up here this year. This is a good game. This is a tough one, being in Cincinnati. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Gut feeling there. Kind of got to go off it because that's a tough one. I like the Rams in London. Bye week in week 9. Ravens at Bengals. I like the Bengals getting one on the Ravens there in week 10 at home against the Raiders. Another toss-up. Some of these toss-ups, you know me, if you've been here for the last year or two, and I like to go on the home teams, with the home team on the toss-up games, unless there's a mismatch in the matchup somewhere for me. Steelers at Bengals. This is the point of the season where I'm a little concerned, and I do have my doubts about the Bengals, but it could be a different team because they usually struggle down here. So I'm going to pick the Steelers. I like the Jets. The Jets are another team I can get better as the season goes on. I like the Jets beating the Bengals. The Browns at home is going to be tough. Yeah, this is a tough stretch for them. I like the Patriots. Bengals-Dolphins toss-up. Did the Dolphins video. I believe I picked the Dolphins, but, I think I'm kind of back and forth on this now. Dolphins, I'm really worried about the Dolphins' offensive line. The more and more I'm thinking about them, I will take the Bengals here, switching my pick. And then I got the Browns winning in Week 17. So 6-10. I do like this team for the future. Again, I love their drafts. Jesse Bates was my guy of the draft last year, so the Bengals ended up with him. And it just so happened my guy of this year's draft was Jermaine Pratt. And by that, I mean a sleeper that I'm way higher on than everyone else, and I think will be successful right away. So they got both last year and this year's my guy, my sleeper of the draft, Jesse Bates, who I had a first-round grade on, and Jermaine Pratt, who I had a very early second-round grade on. Pratt, if he gets the chance, which he should, could be not in terms of play style, not far off, but in terms of impact at that position, the Darius Leonard of this year. So can't wait to watch those young guys in their second year and guys like Jermaine Pratt. And they drafted pretty well this year, like I said. So this is a team of the future. Going to be interesting what their quarterback situation is of the future there. So 6-10, they can definitely win more games if they stay consistent. I'd say they have a pretty big range. The Bengals, they can win 4 games, or they can win 9 games. I'd say so. We'll see, unless they're 100% healthy, and we've seen college offenses or the younger guys on offense taking over because these offenses are changing. Maybe the defense, the younger guys start to take over too. Well, who knows? I mean, the Bengals could be dominant. They just got to stay consistent and healthy. Again, love that running back unit. Love the receiver unit for winning now. I love other units, but for the future. So we'll see. We'll for sure see here. The Bengals should be an interesting team to keep track of here. But that's going to do it for this one. Please click that subscribe button. Daily NFL content and more sports. We're covering the NBA draft as well. Can't wait for that. Other videos, you got playlists options on your left there. But that's going to do it. Thanks for everyone's support. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.